It's already happened, like we may check the news. USA Air Force B-2 Spirit stealth bombers reportedly dropped 6 30K-pound GBU-57 massive ordnance penetration MOPs on Iran Fordo nuclear enrichment facility tonight. GBU-57 series massive ordnance penetration, 30,000 pound, 200 feet or 60 meters, but the Fordo facility is located like deeper. Israel destroyed 75% of Natanz and Isfahan facilities. Yeah, like I showed Isfahan facility in one of my videos. And the American strikes with Tomahawk missiles completed the mission. Oh, even Tomahawks were used, you see? So not just the deep bombs. Yeah, many people concerned about nuclear fallout. The regions are really remote, like the main facilities in Fordo, Natanz and Isfahan, right? The only way to eliminate, for example, Fordo facility, which is very deep, it's 90 meters deep actually, was to organize a very sophisticated operation to land the forces, special forces. There was the great chance for it to not succeed. It could bring lots of the losses for those special forces. I guess Iran, obviously, they sent maybe half of their army out there in Fordo, Natanz and Isfahan to avoid this scenario. So the much easier and simple way is to use bombers. You guarantee some of the damage. I'm not sure if GBU-57 bombs are okay, because facility is deep underground. As I've told you, like there is a rock, like a mountain or a hill, you may call it. Basically the ground, yeah? Soil. Then they put some sort of the layer of concrete, reinforced beton. The density is completely different. So I'm not sure whether this facility was really annihilated, completely damaged. Yeah, we understand, but annihilated, Trump says it was, but at this point no one knows. No one will tell you, even Iran. They need to send some of the people there, analysis to discover debris, wreckages, and possible damage. We don't know how precise the strike was, like in particular room where enrichment centrifuges were located or something. But still, the chances for this operation are much higher to be successful compared to landing of their forces. It's better to do the strike, like if you want to eliminate Iranian nuclear facilities, and I guess you want to eliminate, because Iran is the big threat. It's the huge autocracy, dictatorship, fanatic regime out there in Middle East. They are the ones who destabilize everything with their proxy forces, and they shouldn't obtain nukes. I agree, 100%. Bomb penetrates 60 meters, bunker was confirmed to be located 90 meters underground, so no one knows. After Iran insisted nothing dramatic happened, the Revolutionary Guards threatened, now the war has begun for us. We have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear facilities in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz and Isfahan. All planes are outside Iran airspace. Russian accent I can parody quite well. The United States is evacuating additional staff from diplomatic mission in Iraq. Remember what I previously said, Obama will someday attack Iran in order to show how tough he is. Actually, this is win-win situation, I guess, for Donald Trump. Like, he shows that, okay, I'm the tough orange guy. I guess Iran's first response will be United States air base in Middle East, Cyprus and Greece in range. I think that United States evacuated everything possible. From UAE bases and Qatar, they evacuated Navy from Bahrain. Trump is on. Oh, here we go. Donny and DJ Vance, Marco Rubio, and Pete Hegseth. Let's go. Hope we have the sound.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs.
Ruby is a little
roadside
nervous.
bombs.
Why?
That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu.
Bibi.
We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be
So it's
taken
not
out
over.
in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
No questions answered from the press. Very short briefing, and yeah. That's it. That's it. So they say, like, if there will be no peace reached, if Iran will continue to refuse, like, maybe to sign the deal or something, I don't know, or surrender, as Donald Trump said, surrender, like, United States would strike again other facilities, but they hit today the most important ones. Without any sort of the ground evidence confirmation, it is hard to say what damages are sustained by the facility. Maybe bombs hit nearby. Maybe bombs didn't penetrate into the rooms of these very important facilities. Like visual judgment on the ground might show, and only Iranians may do. Iranians will obviously tell in their social media that it's nothing. Those American bombs didn't penetrate anything and everything is working as usual. American side, even though if it is like confirmed that there was no penetration to those rooms, American side would say no, it is a successful operation, because Donald Trump would not tell that. It is not successful operation because he will be like dragging the country into the war without achieving the results. So it's all about now propaganda, and we'll never know probably what really happened there, because each side will tell their own. Maybe Iran will show some of the evidence, like they'll film some of the videos, like going inside for the facility. Let's go, let's stalk this place after the strike, some sort of the vlog. They may provide some details, but in general, like we'll never know how the strike went. Maybe after some years and years, or after regime change. So Americans will tell, okay, this is success. Iran say, oh no, it is nothing. Even mosquitoes bite more painful than your penetration bombs. It will be like that. Military says United States air bases are on a high alert. I think I posted it on Telegram that they reinforce security. Will there or the radiation spreading from any of the nuclear? We'll see in the future, nearby future. I think the nearby states also they monitor some of the tunnels damaged in Fordo. So they yeah, as I told you, they will tell like the facility is fine. So they say that the entrance and exit tunnels of the nuclear facility was damaged. But maybe like with those strikes, United States just sealed the facility. So you cannot enter there any longer. You cannot exit it any longer. So it's completely sealed. You need to have like special engineering equipment to dig everything out. And it could take many months to do it. Like they now say that they will block this Hormuz Strait. Hormuz because this island is called Hormuz. Hormuz Strait is very important for export of gas from Qatar and Bahrain, oil from Kuwait, Iraq as well, the Saudi Arabia, Emirates, because Saudi Arabia they have like alternate, right? Red Sea, but here are the Houthis. I would say like huge capabilities, but some sort of the capabilities to close this and this. But I don't think that they'll do it after all. They will create more enemies for themselves. If Iran blocks the Hormuz Strait, the main customer of Saudi Arabia oil and Emirates oil, Qatar, is China. And China supportive towards Iran. They condemn the strikes of Israel. So if Iran really wants to mess up with China, because it might create crisis there, oil crisis, and they need also the oil, well, in that case they could block. But I think it may lead to uncontrolled circumstances, let's say, for Iran. I don't think it's correct thing for them to block the strait. And the United States will strike again, I guess, together with Israel and maybe even Saudi Arabia, we'll see. So I don't think that it's a good move for Iran to block those straits. Okay, so those bases were evacuated, I know. In Iraq, no. They're still there. I'm not sure if the United States put the aircraft from Iraqi bases in Baghdad and so on. But in Saudi Arabia, like all the planes and everything is here in the central Saudi Arabia. Maybe that's why United States needed those missiles, Shahid drones, possible interceptors, because they were forecasting those events long time ago, which they took from Ukraine actually, which were previously agreed. B-2 bombers that hit Iran flew non-stop for 37 hours from their base in Missouri. That's crazy. Source New York Times. Just imagine staying there 37 hours. Just imagine those pilots. It's like, 37 hours. Non-stop 37. For one way, if two ways, it's 74 hours. How about your working hours per week, guys? Like it's the worst job. Yeah, it's better to fly a fighter jet. Like boom, 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 few minutes landing. Oh, I'm super ace. And here, oh my god, it is terrible if it is really the cockpit of B2. Can you sleep there in this compartment? I think they should have some sort of the compartment where to sleep. That's crazy. It's 37 hours. No, guys, believe me, no matter how comfortable your plane really is, 37 hours in a plane, it is terrible.